Am I the asshole for thinking it's ridiculous that my GF is crying over me cutting my hair? For context reference, I have been rocking a wolf cut for a year now, but I got sick of it and impulsively gave myself an undercut, which I don't regret. I told my GF about the haircut, and she protested against it, but by then, it was a done deal. I was really excited to show it to her in person, but when she saw it, she broke down into tears and had a meltdown. Basically, she full-on grieved for my hair and cried that she loved stroking my hair, but I thought that she was overreacting over hair that wasn't even hers. I struggled to even comfort her, since I thought the whole situation was ridiculous. But right now, she's sort of angry at me and isn't interested in speaking to me. I feel like I should apologize, but I also don't think I'm wrong for cutting my own hair, even though I know she was really fond of my long hair. But it was just getting really annoying for me to maintain it. Am I the asshole? NTF. So assuming you and your girlfriend are 10 years old. If not, this is crazy, and your GF needs to grow up and consider therapy for her metal dot problem. Just stupid. Not the asshole. It's okay for your girlfriend to have an opinion about your hair, or for her to feel sad that you don't have the, wolf cut anymore, but a meltdown is disproportionate. I think if it was a drastic change, then you could have given her a heads up. But in the end, it is only hair. And believe me, I know. Not the asshole. Having an entire meltdown over hair is already something that's difficult to process, and this is in regards to hair that isn't hers. Give her time, OP. She'll get over it. She'll have to. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that when she has kids, she can name them whatever she wants? This was all a few weeks ago. Truly looking for input. I have a friend, I'll call her Lindsay. I use the term friend very loosely at this point, as I no longer would truly consider her a friend. We are both in our early 30s. I've known her for the better part of a decade, though over the last few years, we've become considerably less close. When I was trying to get pregnant, Lindsay told me she couldn't picture me as a mother, and not everyone needs to be a parent. It's okay if I didn't want to be. When I was pregnant, after years of trying, Lindsay texted me late one night, I think she was drunk high, saying she's done way more with kids than I have. She would be a way better mother than I. And I have options, she was implying adoption. Lindsay has no children? She has worked as a nanny almost a decade ago. I decided not to invite her to my baby shower, based on those comments. My son was born a few months ago. He was named after a family member who tragically passed. His name is not super common, but it's a very normal name. Top 200 names in the US, maybe top 300. A few weeks ago, I texted a photo of my child to a group chat Lindsay was in. My friend jokingly calls him a long name, like let's say his name is James. My friend calls him James and the giant peach. His name isn't James, but you get the point. Lindsay said, "That's awful." I said, "What?" She said, "Your child's name is Cringy-Aff, and he'll get made fun of as a kid and as a teenager." I snapped and said, "When you have kids, you can do whatever you want with them and name them whatever you want, but you do not have kids. Let me do what I want with mine." She never replied. Lindsay reached out to me on the side and told me she recently found out she may never be able to have kids. She said my comment was cruel. I said, "I'm sorry to hear that, but it doesn't make her comments about my child, okay?" She hasn't spoken to me since. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. She was overstepping her boundaries, and you bluntly, but not rudely, told her that it wasn't okay. Your specific wording would be cruel if you knew about her medical information, but you were just basing everything off of the knowledge you had. The point in your original comment still stands. Not the asshole. You weren't being cruel because you didn't know her medical information. Her personal struggles don't give her a free pass to make inappropriate comments or fantasize about taking your baby. It would be one thing if she'd apologized and explained, asking for sensitivity and committing to not letting her envy control her mouth. But no, I would not be surprised if she starts feeling entitled to your baby. Not the asshole. Tell her that there's thousands of kids waiting to be adopted that she can take in. Not the asshole. Sorry about her news, but that doesn't give her license to be an AH. She's got a bizarre sense of humor. With friends like these, who needs enemies, right? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Be grateful that the garbage took itself out. Am I the asshole for not telling my brother my TikTok account? I don't have anything against my brother, but I decided to block him and not tell him the account. There's a lot of reasons I did it, but the main reason I did it is because I feel like I can be my authentic self and not worry if my brother will see it. An example would be, let's say I wanted to post about a character, and the caption is, "This character is so hot." I could post it, but if my brother was there, Assuming you're like me, that would be pretty awkward. And he keeps framing me like he's entitled to my account, but it's not like I'm forcing him to not watch it. I just blocked him and didn't tell him the account. I'm conflicted about this. AITA, why can't he get his own account? Why is it your job to mommy him? Not the asshole. I don't know why men think they are so entitled to preside over a woman's life. Stand your ground. It is none of his business. Good for you, for standing up for yourself. Give him an inch, he will take a mile. Not the asshole. Everyone is entitled to something of their own. It's gotten so ridiculous that people expect to be included in everything we do. Because we're related, we're friends, we know each other, we're friends with your cousin, ad nauseum. I'm like, no, this is mine, leave me alone, lol. This is your own inward battle, not a conflict between two people. Not the asshole, but info. Is he your older brother or younger brother? Younger brother. It may be that he looks up to you and wants to be involved in whatever stuff you're doing because you're the cool older sibling. Older brother. He may feel like he needs to keep tabs on you to protect you. Not saying he's right in this justification, just a bit of perspective. Don't bother. I would have understood his curiosity had it been just that, but he's not entitled to it. Just say that you're not comfortable with it, and don't fall for any tactics he might use in extracting it out of you. Would I be the asshole putting up a sign for delivery drivers? I have been living in my current apartment building for 5Y now, and periodically I have had packages stolen when I'm not home, specifically. I never thought it was anyone in the building, since everyone is respectful for the most part. I never reported it to police because this is a widespread issue in the city I live in. Recently, I had several packages stolen in the past few weeks, and worked with my landlord to confirm via security cameras in the hall who could have taken it. We found that tenants in a specific apartment have been stealing the packages. I was going to let it go because I can usually get a replacement. But yesterday, I had a package delivered while I wasn't home again, and it was, of course, stolen again. When I got home, I knocked on their door to ask for my package. They ignored me the first 4 times I knocked, but finally opened up when they realized I wasn't leaving. The boyfriend opens the door, and I say that the landlord told me they accidentally took one of my packages a few weeks ago, and that I had another package delivered that day that wasn't in the normal area where packages are left, and where the delivery photo showed it was left. The boyfriend was like, "Let me ask my girlfriend." He leaves for a few minutes, and I hear them rustling through what I assume are my items. He comes back to the door with my items, not the package, not the box it was in, and with the tags taken off. I'm assuming the girlfriend is the same size as me and was going to keep the items. He stated it was an accident, and I let it be because I didn't want to cause issues. I don't want to file a police report on them, even though they've already been caught on camera and in person stealing my packages. I was thinking of putting a sign up for delivery drivers informing of the specific apartment that has been caught stealing and requesting they leave any packages above the thieving tenant's floor on the respective floors as an alternative to getting the police involved. Now, my friends are split half and half. Most think the sign is fine, but calling the apartment number out would make me But I kind of want to publicly shame them, because I know other tenants have also had their packages stolen because similar signs have been left by other tenants. Would I be the asshole? You're the asshole. What do you expect the delivery drivers to do? Not leave any packages? File a police report with the evidence. WIBTA, if you do not report them to the police, they will just do this to someone else. Grow a spine and call the police. How is leaving instructions for the thieves to read going to prevent them from stealing? The delivery drivers are also not responsible for a problem that your landlord or the cops need to address. I can't leave judgment because you're not in the wrong here. This is just a bad plan. Same. I can't make a judgment. She's asking the wrong questions. I bet the mods will remove this post within minutes. So you don't want the police involved, even though you have absolute proof. These people are constantly stealing from you and other tenants, but want to know if you just publicly shame them. And the solution is not address the problem people, but rather hope your deliveries can be made on a different floor. May trick them into not stealing. You landlord needs to do something about them, including getting the wronged parties to jointly file a report with the police. That is shame, which they obviously lack, and a consequence. You are not the AH for calling the police. They are criminals. Should banks move their cash out of the bank because there may be bank robbers coming? No. Put up the sign, not the asshole, but call the police individually or with other tenant/landlord. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books? I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.